my purpose is to take people along with me on my own journey. And I'm definitely a flawed human being. I kind of think that one of those major flaws was highlighted a lot this year. I call that flaw a clash between my own inner selves. Um, there is this version of me that's trying to grow spiritually, trying to think like a sage, trying to absorb all of the best personalities that I meet on my podcast. And then there's an idiot as well. There's a 32-year-old child who's trying to move forward in life, who's very open to making mistakes. And I've kept that side of me alive because I've learned that as an artist, as a content creator, you've got to keep the child in you alive. But if I had to pick between the two, I would pick that first one because that's what I'm trying to become in life. And you become a personality when you believe on the inside that you're already that personality right now. I've suffered so much this year. Like, I cannot even tell all of you, and I'm just talking to my own OG community here. I can't tell all of you everything that I've been through this year. Um, One tiny anecdote is that I had one of my life's really difficult moments, a very bad breakup 10 days before the whole controversy happened, and then the controversy happened. I didn't even have time to process like heartbreak, man. Um, Big opportunities went away. In terms of my business career, which began in year one in 2015 when I was a fitness trainer, I've always seen money being in the green zone, profits for 10 years. I've worked that way, I've designed things that way. But I was forced to see reds. And you know how they say that you save for a rainy day? I've seen a rainy 6 months. I've had to dip into my savings for 4 of those 6 months. It's not like I've not made enough money in life. If I want, I can shut shop, I can retire tomorrow and just focus on my own spiritual journey, just travel for the rest of my life. But this story is not over. I'm not done taking people along with me. I'm also having a lot of fun creating content. I can speak for hours about everything that happened in that phase. But I'm just here to share some highlights about my own journey. Um, as many of you know, I'm a Kal Bhairav Bhakt, and they say that when you pray to Bhairav, you're taught detachment. You're taught to face your biggest fears and then realize that, hey, this wasn't that big a fear after all. That's been one of the most redeeming experiences of this whole phase. I definitely feel I had this fear of being ridiculed publicly, and it felt bad for that first week. And then I just understood that it's Maya playing its game. I do believe that I do believe that this was predestined. That's the truth. So much happened that this can't be just a random coincidence, or it can't be down to like one mistake. There was a lot of things that needed to change, and that change was forced upon me, and I'm glad at this point. But it's taken me 6 months, a documentary shoot in Banaras, multiple podcasts, a visit to Kamakhya Devi, so much hustle to even come to this realization. And my career couldn't be in a more difficult place than it's in right now. And yet again, I turned to religion, I turned to Sanatan Dharma. Karmanyavadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You're only responsible for your effort. You're not responsible for the fruits that your efforts bring you. There were so many moments over the course of the preceding 2 to 3 years before the controversy where I was just sitting in my place like, how is this happening? How am I getting these opportunities? How is all this good stuff happening in my life so automatically? Therefore, when the bad stuff happened, of course, it felt terrible. I realized what I was losing. Felt bad seeing Kohli unfollow. Felt bad seeing so many celebrities unfollow. And then I switched away from the human version of all this, and I was kind of forced to enter metaphysical thought. All of this is a simulation. You've just got to care about your process. You know, when I began my career, I just wanted to open 3 gyms, and that was my ultimate goal. back in 2015. And then I realized that I have really big potential, so I might as well chase that potential. That dream of 3 gyms was transformed into a dream where I proudly told people in year 1 and year 2 that I just want 7 million subscribers in total and then I'll quit YouTube, because 7 million seems so far. Sitting on like 25 million cumulative subscribers right now. And of course, we've lost so many subscribers and followers, but I personally believe that all of the people that went away, I think they'll come back. And usually, when you are considered cool, Samaj, society ends up clapping for you without truly understanding your essence. There's a lot of people who will just clap for you because it's cool to clap for you. And there'll be people who will boo you because it's cool to boo you. Metaphysical reality. I'm focused on process right now. We've started all these documentaries. It's kind of catching steam. We're getting better at our process. We're learning about what the audiences want. But truly, I'm trying to rebuild my content career. In terms of just material life, I probably have gone back at least a couple of years. Probably 5. I would like to believe it's a couple of years. But in terms of the spiritual journey, I definitely feel a karmic cleanse has happened.